Magic 8 Ball, is this day going to get any better? I need to know. And I'm seeing my hair is falling out. Reply hazy. Try again. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Outlook not so good. This is not a good forecast for me. Okay, if you know who I am or you don't know who I am, I'm Suzanne Titkemeyer. I used to write a column for Pathos for over 10 years called No Longer Quivering, and it involved the whole quiverful religious movement and evangelicalism, a lot of bad behavior, a whole lot of things. If you could do the YouTube things, hit like, subscribe, click the bell notification, that'd be awesome. These are just my opinions, so do your research and please don't believe anybody I'm talking about here at all for any reason. Okay, you guys, so I wanted to talk a little bit today because it was a little bit interesting to me. I'm having one of those days where nothing's going right. I'm getting up and doing different things, and it's a day where I'm doing laundry, so those days. So I wasn't even planning on coming on today. I've been trying to get the YouTube short thing to work and it's not working. So I thought I would give it a rest today, but then something curious came up. I started having people that I know were asking me questions about quiverful evangelical religion and chronic illness. Okay, this is something that I know a little something about because of many years of having chronic illness, chronic ailments, which was diagnosed to be mast cell. And I had to deal with this throughout my experience in my old church. I had to deal with the fact that there were people that thought that if you were chronically ill, that you had demons, that thought if you're chronically ill, that meant you weren't Jesusing right. There were a lot of that sort of thing going on at the old church. And I came out of it. But here's the thing. Here's the thing I just wanted to say today. There's nothing wrong with you if you have chronic illnesses. It's not spiritual. It's no kind of judgment on your character whatsoever. It's no kind of judgment on anything, not your religion, not nothing. And why was I thinking about this so hard today besides people asking me questions? Well, because I went on this, quote, diet that I signed up with a registered dietitian to get the recipes and the diet and all that. And I just have to brag, I lost 3 pounds, 3 whole pounds. So anyway, I'm doing this thing. I have to do it differently because I do have chronic ailments. So the world is not set up for that. And this dietitian is not set up for that. So we're in talks about that. And she seems to think that it's being flawed. Well, it's not flawed. Example, you've got to do what's best for you. I was looking also for an exercise program. Last year, I'd signed up for Better 5, and it was supposed to be very gentle senior citizen exercises, and I found I couldn't do them. I could do the first 3 or 4 days, but like the day 5, close your eyes and reach up and stuff like that. It's like, no, I will fall down. So I did find something better, and I'm swimming in the pool every day now as well. But it's hard if you have that sort of thing going on. And this whole world, not just religion, but the entire world is set up to tell you that you're somehow lesser and that you should be able to do those things. You should be able to sit there and do chair aerobics. And no, you're not. Not at all. This is one of those things that religion tries to say you're flawed. I'm saying you're not flawed. You're just perfect the way you are. There's a song by Pink I love called Effing Perfect. And the chorus she sings is, you were effing perfect. And I've felt that for a long time. That's one of those songs that if I could sing it to everybody coming out of this religion, whether they're flawed or not, or whether they have ailments or not, whatever the issue is, you're perfect just the way you are. Now you're going to say, but Suzanne, you're a huge hypocrite for going on this diet and exercise program. Well, there's a reason that I'm doing it. It's my health. I have to regain more health. And if it helps with the health, hey, T King, then I am all for it. So I'm doing this so I can get off some of my drugs and hopefully regain a little more balance. So it's not because I don't think I'm fine the way I am. It's a matter of grabbing hold of what will help, the helpful things. And I was thinking about this a lot this morning because one of the things that happened when I went to see my kids for this big wedding this year, besides looking at the wedding photos and size, and next to the lovely Schwell little bride. Besides that, besides my husband, I look at those wedding pictures and both of us go, oh, holy cow. Besides that, was the world likes to tell you that you're flawed, even outside of religion. I was thinking about that because one of the things that happened was I had to drive my husband to BWI, Baltimore Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport. And it's between Baltimore and Washington, just off of, you can access it easy from 95 from the Baltimore Washington Parkway and a bunch of different things. So there were a couple lessons to be learned that day. My son programmed his phone to go there because he knew that his father was nervous about getting there. And his father was driving, and he insisted on following the directions. Even when I said, look, the directions are wrong. It's directing us to the back where all the warehouses are. But he was just like, we are going to take these instructions. So finally we got to the airport, late getting there, but fine for him. I started heading back, and I know how to leave there. That's not a problem. I'm familiar with the airport, getting there and leaving there, unfortunately, from the Virginia side, not the Maryland side. So I missed my turn off of the Baltimore Washington Parkway, and I ended up on 95 South, leading to 495, going towards our house in Maryland during rush hour. Now, if you know anything about DC, the last thing you want to be is in the middle of rush hour on the Beltway. So there it was. So it took me longer. I went the way I knew. And as I was pulling off the interstate at 495 on their exit, I got a worried call from my daughter who said, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? You know, Andy, my son, had messaged her and said, Mom is missing. Mom has my phone and Mom is missing. Well, I wasn't missing. And I told her, I said, I'm waiting in the line for Starbucks here in New Carrollton. I just got off of 495. So don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. So I started thinking about that. And I started thinking about the expectations that everybody loads us with as women. And telling people who are freaking out over different things, hey, it's okay. I got this. I got this. I'm fine. I'm perfect. Not as, I am so perfect. No, not at all. But as in, relax. I got this. I got this. So here I am trying to improve my health for the health's sake. It's not been easy. Every single day, my body is fighting that stupid diet every step of the way. And my body is fighting the exercise, and that's all okay. It's okay if I fall down on the bed and I don't exercise the next couple of days. Everything is okay. And you guys are perfect too. That's all I wanted to say today. You guys are perfect, just the way you are. Struggling is part of life, I think, but don't let anybody add to your burdens or your struggles. Develop good boundaries. And when people say, hey, you should have done X, Y, or Z, just say, hey, I'm doing this in my own time frame, my own way. It's perfectly fine the way I'm doing it. You don't have to add to that. So how this kind of ties in with yesterday's live stream, it's the same thing. If somebody says something about you or they label you a certain way, Don't accept that. Just kind of breathe in, breathe out, move on. Because what other people say about you or how they view you or label you really has nothing to do with the reality of who you are. And that who you are is just absolutely perfect. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go. I've got to fix lunch from that menu, and I'm not feeling it today. But as everything, it is what it is. Love you guys.